Aerialbots, come in. Roadbuster has successfully disabled the anti-air defenses. Our orders from Optimus himself are to strike the Decepticon supply line fast and hard. Powerglide, assist Firefly in attacking the perimeter. Try to keep him focused, and do the same for yourself. Try not to show off too much. With luck, we can take the supply base before any Decepticon heavy hitters arrive. Gotcha, Silverbolt. Don't worry. Firefly and I will have those defenses down quickly and with style. Those cons won't even be able to touch me. Don't worry, Firefly. I've got your back.
Powerglide? Oh wow, that's an impressive flying.
If that's impressive, watch this. Here.
Thanks for the backup, Powerglide. Didn't know you were coming.
Silverbolt, come in. The outer defenses are falling easy. We're almost done here.
Alright, hi guys, Brian here, and today I'm just going to give you my quick impressions of the Transformers Combiner Wars Powerglide figure, who's currently sitting on a stand that you might not be able to see. He's a little Legends scale Powerglide, and actually the first Powerglide figure I own. So let's pull him off the scale, the stand. And he's a tiny little jet who, is kind of simplistic, but he's kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and do a quick size comparison for you. Alright, so here he is with the rest of the Aerialbots that he is basically supposed to be part of in this line. Almost forgot, he came with the a card. He's a pretty small little jet compared to these guys, like Skydive. I want to say this is Skydive. Compared to him, he's rather minuscule, but I'm okay with it. I mean, if you really want to laugh at scale, just bring in Silverbolt. Like, a person's supposed to be this big for Powerglide, versus this cockpit's supposed to be able to fit, like, what, 2-3 people across easily? So yeah, scale. For another comparison, here he is in vehicle mode with Motormaster and Dragstrip, who are also all part of the same wave, and that's how they scale. To compare him to another, what are they, Legends scale now, Cyberverse scale, whatever this scale is. Here's the Bombshell. I want to say Bombshell. These guys are about the same size, and I'm okay with their size. This is pretty nice. I like the size. This is nice complexity. For the former generations figures, there's Chromia, who is a Prid RC mold, and they are fun together. But this size comparison I know everybody really wants to see is how does Powerglide, who's supposed to form an integral part of Superion, look with his TFC Uranos counterpart. So, here's Phantom Ray. Did you see what I did there? Phantom Ray is the sixth member of the Team Uranos, and Powerglide is the sixth member of Superion now. Get it. It's a joke. They're actually about the same size. And for some reason, I lost a pin on my Uranos, or on my Phantom Ray, that's his name. So, currently filling in is a paperclip. So, there's this little guy. Oh, and vehicle mode is his flight stand wheel, which only has one of, can come down. It's a little bit difficult to get out. Luckily, I need to cut my fingernails a little bit, but get a nail in there and pull it out. This is also the handle of the weapon that he is used for his weapon mode. Speaking of his weapon mode, let's show that off and discuss on that a little bit, shall we? Let's do. Alright, and here he is in weapon mode. It seems like this part should be flipped around because you're supposed to be holding on to this wheel flight stand. What is this called? Why am I mind blanking on this? Landing gear. Landing gear was the words my brain was searching for, but did not exist anymore. Superion is supposed to hold on to this landing gear as his handle. So it would seem odd that the back place that he would be looking at is like that, when that seems to be a targeting system of some sort. So that just seems odd to me, and I don't see any way to spin that around, so I think that's the way it's supposed to be intended. He's got some missile launchers here on the side, and his thruster and exhausts, they kind of look like weapons. So I'm actually pretty okay with this as a weapon. I don't really ever intend to use it as such, but I'm gonna drop it, and I'm okay with it. It's not a bad looking weapon to me. But let's now get this guy into robot mode and see how he deals with that. Alright, and here he is in robot mode. And I gotta say, this is a pretty nice looking robot mode. I've never been a huge Powerglide fan, but I do kind of love the, like these wings for his shoulder bits, whatever. That's a very kind of iconic look, and I really rather dig it. So I always appreciate Powerglides that can do this. Now, on his transformation itself, it's actually a pretty simple transformation, but kind of interesting. It's just a fun little guy to grab and transform. So he's kind of been on my desk for like a week and a half, just getting constantly picked up and fiddled with. He's just a nice little guy to have on hand. All right, so for some size comparisons, let's bring in his Aerialbot buddies, shall we? And here he is with his Aerialbot brethren, and it's a pretty interesting scale here. I love Transformers that are small partnered with Transformers who are big, so I love the size dichotomy that the generation, that the series offers. And I think these guys look interesting together. A whole group of planes that are just walking around. I'm okay with this. This is a pretty nice scale. And for another size comparison, here he is with Motormaster and Drag Strip. And he looks like he's going to get his ass kicked. Yo, there's Chromia. She's taller than him. The Prid RC mold is taller. Looks fine. I'm okay with this. Kapow! There's the other... Yeah, there's the Insecticon. These guys are about the same height, and I'm okay with this too. This looks interesting to me. No. But the size comparison I'm sure everybody really wants to know is about his TFC counterpart again. So here is Phantom Ray. They look nothing alike, and Phantom Ray is taller. Yay. For his articulation, his head is on a swivel, but that's part of transformation as well. You spin his head around. So that's nice to have some articulation in the head. Probably would have been left out if it wasn't for the transformation. His arm is on a ball joint, or rather his arms are on a ball joint. And they've got a hinge here at the elbow. I really wish this was a ball joint. And as always, I always wish he has a ball-jointed wrist of some sort, but, you know, it's tiny little scale, so it's not going to be too hard against it for that. His thigh is on a ball joint and can do some pretty good range. He's got a ball-jointed knee at the back of it, so he's got some good bend at the knee. He's got a rotation at the knee. And so he's got some pretty good posability in his legs, especially with his feet, which are on a hinge. Still, again, would have preferred a ball joint to a pin joint, but oh well. So overall, this guy, his articulation is pretty interesting, and I can get some pretty good poses out of him. There have been mods on TFW that have turned these into ball joints and added a waist joint to them, I believe. And to be honest, they're tempting, because they turn a, I'll say, A-ish level of articulation into an A+. So he definitely benefits from it, and he's just a fun little guy to pick up and grab. So I guess that's leading me into my final thoughts on the guy of what do I think about him. So my final thoughts on him are that he's a pretty cool, articulated little guy, and I kind of dig him. I picked him up on a whim, and, you know, I don't regret him. I have mentioned in the past that I'm not a fan of including him as an Aerialbot, but paradoxically, I am actually a fan of including all flyers as... calling all flyers Aerialbots. So I guess I consider, like, Silverbolt and his buddies the Aerialbot elites or something like that. I don't know. Superion team? I don't know. I like the concept that basically all flyers for the Decepticons are Seekers, and all Aerialbot or Autobot flyers are Aerialbots. So I'm paradoxical and hypocritical in that. So I don't like him being a member of Superion, but I do like him being an Aerialbot. But that's my quick impressions of the guy, everybody. I'm curious to know what you think about him, though. What'd you think of the opening? What'd you think on anything going on? I'm curious to know what you guys think. Bye.